section of the Dudes Tavern.
How is everybody? I hope everybody's doing well.
Yes.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in. We got a couple of topics that we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, we kind of just pulled these ones out of our ass, but
Yeah.
they're pretty.
It'll
be eventful.
Are you sure they're good?
Yeah,
I don't know what we're talking about.
it'll be eventful.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so.
I hope so.
Probably. We'll see. All right.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Oh,
Dude, we've been fooling around for, let's see, 8 minutes.
8 minutes, and we're just
8
fucking
minutes
around
of
at this
absolutely
point.
nothing.
Get a good little stretch in.
Absolutely nothing we've talked about. Absolutely nothing.
Jack shit. Well, fuck, man.
Oh my god, why can't I talk today?
Give me the computer.
No.
Let me do it.
Give me my
Alright.
$250 computer back.
Bruh.
So Tinder, man. How is your Tinder game?
How is it? It's pretty good.
What do you?
I get a few birds, I get a few birds every now and then.
Yeah.
What about you? How's yours going?
It's been pretty slow.
Has it?
Yeah.
All right, bro. What's
you
wrong?
know what it is?
You can't finish?
No.
This man's out here striking out.
No, you know what it is? The app itself, for some reason, it's not. It's
Showing you
crashing on my
grenades.
phone all the time.
Oh.
So, no, I'm serious. Like I go on it, right, and then it's showing me that I got a match, and then when I go on the thing on
It
the
just
app,
shuts off.
it just freezes.
Really?
Yeah, it's probably like, oh, this guy's not getting any, so it's gonna freeze the app for
We
him.
might
So
as
he just give
we
up.
might as now we might as well not waste our time here.
Yeah, it's annoying because
Fair
I've been out there. I've been putting my heart out there. I've been wearing my heart in the sleeves.
Have you?
Yeah,
What's the go-to line?
I don't have any go-to lines.
So what do you say? Hey,
So
come on.
no. So my opening line is like, it has to do with their bio. So like, depends what the bio is.
What if it's like no bio? Like
The
7
girl,
pictures.
every girl posts a bio out there.
Yes, but some don't. I've seen a few that don't.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen some few biddies that don't. Still swiping right. Fuck it.
No, I really
Seems
don't
good.
have any opening
Really?
lines. What's your bio?
My bio?
Yeah.
Oh man, shit. It's pretty funny. It's a dad joke actually. The bio.
Oh God. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
hold on a second. If I can think off the top of my head, because
You
I
don't
don't
even remember your bio? That's
No,
disappointing.
I don't
kid.
really care enough about the bio. That's why I threw a dad joke in there. But it's pretty good, and it does. It pulls. I think it is.
The girl's like, oh fuck that bio. Damn.
Yeah. So it goes. So I saw a guy spill all of his Scrabble letters on the street. I then asked him, "What's the word on the street?" or something like that, or spill all of his Scrabble letters on the road, and then I asked him, "What's the word on the street?" People like it. I get them all the time. Yeah, they
I'm
do.
surprised they do.
They do. They go, "Oh, I love your bio." I was like, "Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it."
I love you.
Yeah, bro.
JK.
Like, you know what comes with this bio?
My bio is let's see if I remember. It's not cheating unless it's an intent. No, it's not cheating.
It's not rape unless you say surprise.
No, not at all.
It's a joke.
It's called what the fuck was it?
You know what it is.
It's not cheating unless it's an entanglement. Like the whole
the Will Smith thing.
Will Smith thing.
Yeah.
She's like, I was in an entanglement. So something like that. Something along the lines. I don't know. I forgot. Something like that.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It's
I
not
get it.
cheating.
How does
It's
that work out?
entanglement.
Yes, no, maybe so.
It's not really
Prestigious.
It's not really popular with the girls. Really?
Really?
Yeah, it's not really getting me anything. Kind of sad. Yeah. It is what it is. I do well in Hinge.
Hinge.
Yeah, you know Hinge.
I heard of Hinge, but I'm not on it.
It's a good. It's
another one.
Yeah, the thing with Hinge is, you could like whoever, like as many people as you can or whatever, but it will show them right away. It'll give them like a notification on their phone.
Oh, that you gotta
So
like.
instead of like matching, it'll show you like, oh, this kid liked your picture, and then you could match them, or you could just be like,
Oh, so it's kind of like if you pay for Tinder. It's like that
guess.
way.
I don't know. I've never
'Cause-
paid for Tinder.
Me neither, but I'm saying I've never paid for Tinder either. But it tells you in the if you pay for Tinder, then whatever you get, like, what is it? Like, you can see who likes you, and then you have the option to
Oh
either
yeah,
like
like
them
Tinder
back.
Gold or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So is that it's kind of like that.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, and then
Okay.
you could like decide whether you want to like talk to them or not.
Gotcha.
I do pretty well.
Do
I've
you?
matched some pretty hot girls. Have I done anything? That's a different story. You know, the thing is,
It's so hard. It's like there's only 1%.
yeah,
That,
like I've been,
you know?
I've been on it so many times, and I've gotten so many like matches and shit like that.
Yeah.
And like even with like hot girls, I don't know. Like I've been on a lot of Tinder dates, and most of the time it's just like pretty awkward. I mean, I'm a pretty good
That's why you gotta catch like a
conversationalist.
movie or something,
Yeah.
because you got something to
Most
talk
of
to
my
at dinner.
most of my Tinder dates have been hey, you want to come over type of thing. You know, it happens after. But
No, what happens?
this is a kids podcast, all right? PG-13.
Is it?
No. But no, it's
No, we
most
all
of
know
my
what goes
finger,
on.
most of my
Fingers?
most of my finger dates. You know where that happens. No, but most of my Tinder dates are and a lot of like I remember one time when I was in England, I used Tinder a lot, like a lot.
Yeah.
And so I matched this girl, like a dime piece, like really hot. And I was like, yeah, I'm from New York, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, oh, yeah, like, that's cool. Like, do you want to meet sometime? And I was like, sure. So she came from, like an hour away, or, like, the outside of, like, Liverpool. And, like, she met me at the train station. And, like, I had no money. Absolutely no. Like, when I was in England, I was fucking broke. I had I had, like.
How were you going out?
So, what.
You were a partier.
Yeah, so, like, my coach, what happens is my coach, he would give us, like, $10 or £10 a day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
To like go get meals to eat. So what I would do is I only spent half, because you go like to this place called not Little, it's called Aldi or something like that. It's like a 7-Eleven almost.
Oh, okay.
And they had like the promotion where you could buy like chips, a sandwich, and like a drink.
So you're living off.
So I was living chips, sandwiches, and fucking. So
And
then
playing
I would
soccer?
yeah. So then I would
Oh, man.
So I would split the 10 in half. So I would split. I would do like 5. So like every day. So I would say I would get like $50 a week or whatever, right?
All right, and then that would go straight.
So then 25 of that would just be towards going out.
Oh,
But
okay.
like to go out, like I obviously didn't take any like taxis or anything like that. Just like walk to the like the center of town where all the parties were. But anyway,
Gotcha.
yeah, dude, I was hustling. I was budgeting my money like no tomorrow. But that's what I had to do it. But anyway, like I had no money, like, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna go out this weekend. Like I can't spend on this girl, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I was like, have you ever seen that movie Half Baked?
I don't think so.
Dude, you gotta watch it. So like basically like Dave Chappelle, he
I
has
love Dave
no
Chappelle.
money, but like he has no money, so he's like, he goes on a date with this girl, and he goes, how about we just go for a walk? And that was the first thing I tell the girl. I'm like, how about we just go for a walk? Because I had no money. I had no money.
You pulled
So,
the Chappelle.
Yeah,
man.
I pulled the Chappelle. I was like, let's go for a walk. And she's like, okay. I was like, I went up to her when I first saw her. I was like, listen, I need a tour of this city because
Yeah, you've never been here.
would you be an angel and give me a tour of this city? And she's like, sure, blah, blah, blah. So like we walked around and we came back to my place. And now my place, I lived with like 5 of the dudes in a tiny like apartment in England.
That's
it
kinda
was
rough.
disgusting. It was so bad.
I bet.
So let's just say like after we went back to my apartment, like after like she left,
just
I never
walked
saw
away.
her again. I
Yeah.
just never saw her again. It was
Gotta clean up, man.
it was bad.
Should have went back to her place, if anything.
But yeah, I didn't even have money for a train to go back to her place.
Oh, because
she came on the
deep.
she came on the train.
Oh,
So
wow.
I didn't even have money to go on a train to go to her place. So yeah, and like a lot of the
Shit.
times, like the Tinder dates, like it was like a lot of catfish and shit like that. That's what I'm also like afraid of doing. going on Tinder
Yeah,
dates.
bro.
They don't look. I mean, I feel like it's the same thing for guys, but
I mean, it is. Yeah, probably, honestly. But in my experience, I've had a few catfishes. Like, as in, like, not that I'd go out on a date with them, but like throughout Tinder when I'm talking to them, I'd get their snap or whatever. And
They look so
they'd
different.
send me a picture. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, this is not you.
Where's that girl?
I got Tinder pulled up on one phone, Snap on the other. I'm like, yo, this ain't it.
Yeah.
This ain't it.
Oh, it's crazy how like they certain
Makeup, bro.
certain angles and makeup make you look a certain way, like a different way.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those like memes on Instagram where it's like the girl is like a 3, but then
with makeup
she's like a fucking 10.
That's why I like girls without makeup.
Yeah,
that's
right?
more of my preference. I mean, even if
I
they
agree.
they're not as attractive without makeup. It's just like
It's like you're getting everything. There's nothing to hide.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's
Like it can't get worse.
yeah. Like I've had a couple like let's say girlfriends who like wear a lot of makeup, and then when they took it off, I was like,
What did I do?
I was like, hold up, something ain't right. Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
It's like, babe.
Babe, is that you?
Yeah.
Who is this? Who is this? Yeah, so like I've always gone for like a more like
Natural look.
natural look.
Yeah, of
than
course.
anything, you know. But
No, I agree fully.
yeah, it was Tinder dates. You've had any bad Tinder dates or any awkward ones?
No, it's just weird, you know. It just because, in my experience, you gotta like do something before, like you go out. You gotta do something where, like, watch a movie, for instance. Because if you both are watching a movie, then you
Yeah,
go out to get like a slice of pizza or something after. You have something to talk to. You know what I mean? Or something to talk about. Excuse me.
I guess
So then you can connect differently. I don't know. You
Yeah.
just gotta. It's just about driving conversation. Honestly, you as the guy, because if it is awkward, you want to try and make it as less awkward as possible. So
that's true.
ask questions, whatever the answer is.
Yeah.
Evolve from the answer. Kind of move on that way.
I've been pretty good in that department of like talking to girls. It's
Yeah,
just,
talking's not that hard. They just want somebody to talk to. That's
Yeah.
like everybody's like, oh, you need like. You gotta do it this way. You gotta be like a fucking magician.
Nah, just carry a conversation.
That's
it's not
it.
that hard.
They're just looking for a normal dude.
Yeah. Normal dude.
At the end of the day,
You just want a nice guy.
you just want a nice guy, bro. Some don't.
Some don't. There's some girls out there who their choice of men are questionable, but I feel like some girls like that. Some girls like to be in like those really fucked up relationships, and I feel
Why?
like guys too.
Yeah, I think that's more of a mental thing too.
Yeah, yeah.
They just like feeling that way or being put in that situation.
I guess they like it. I don't know.
I
I mean,
don't
for example,
know.
like with me, like it's weird because I like the chase. I like the chase of like getting a girl.
You like the challenge of it.
I like the
Yeah,
challenge.
yeah.
Like I like
I like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of guys are that way.
Because afterwards, like when you really get it, it's like,
Yeah, you just like
yeah, I pulled that.
next. But you're like you want another challenge. Like for me is when I like to chase a girl, right? I know when a girl is like, oh, I don't want anything with you, right?
Yeah.
But I also know when a girl is like, playing hard to get. So I like the challenge, but the thing is with me is I don't know if I'm very picky with girls, but after for example, like, I don't want to say I get laid, but like something happens and like, let's see, like we start a relationship, automatically I'm like,
yeah,
unless I really vibe with her and I'm like, yeah.
Once things start to get serious, you're not, you're just not fully committed with it.
Yeah,
It
that's
makes
the
sense.
thing. Yeah.
See, it's so difficult though, and that's a sticky situation.
It
In
is
my
sticky.
opinion, because like
It's very sticky.
hey, take it easy.
PG-13.
Hey, well, I mean,
Yeah,
gotta say what needs to be
no,
said.
but yeah, I mean, that's what it is. I think a lot of guys. I think I'm not the only guy that is like this. Where and even girls, like my best friend, we talk about this a lot, and she's the same way. She's like, oh yeah, like I like the chase, but once I like get them or whatever, I basically it's like I'm just lose interest pretty quickly, or I get
Yeah.
bored. That's why like our generation's fucked with relationships.
Nobody's truly committed
Yeah,
anymore, you know?
Yeah, nobody commits like that anymore. Nobody. It's
Wow.
very rare. Even like marriages, you know what I mean?
Yeah, or maybe it's just because everybody's still young. You know, who knows?
Yeah.
Like everybody gets a little bit older. Maybe people are gonna be like, oh well, you know, I've chased for so long, like I want to settle down in that
I mean,
sense.
yeah, that's true. But I feel like if you look
depends.
at from like generations in the past, the whole love thing has changed like dramatically. You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of people who met in like high school and they're like high school sweethearts, and then they were like married for life, like older couples. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like that. I just don't see. I don't know how you could be committed to a person like for so long like that.
It could be just because of the new social standards now.
Yeah, I think
that
that
could
is
be
what
it
it
too.
is.
It has an imprint on people's thinking and people's
Yeah.
understanding and point of view on
You know what
relationships.
You know what I think it also is? I think it's social media where, for example, or like for instance, we have a partner, right? But then we get to see like guys, for instance, guys. Then we get to see like all these like super hot women,
Like models
like,
and all
on
that.
Instagram
yeah.
and stuff like that. So like, it's not the same standard where like we only saw like our
Whoever
our
was around
girl.
you.
Yeah. So I think it's more like a psychological thing. It is a psychological
Yeah,
thing.
100%.
Like the dopamine levels, like you see like this hot girl and then
It's
you look
so
at your
deceiving.
girl. Yeah. But then you look at this hot girl and then you look at your girl and you're like, fuck, I could do so much better. And I think that's where the commitment thing starts kind of like being messed up.
Yeah.
And also the cheating thing. Like I feel like our generation can't trust nobody. Like we have so many trust issues.
A lot do. I mean, in my experience, I don't really have that those trust issues and that, you know, in that sense. I'm
Yeah.
not going to be like if I'm with a girl and like she's out like hanging out with like whoever.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be up her ass about it. Like
Yeah.
whatever's
used to be
gonna
like that.
happen is going to happen.
Yeah, I used to be like that. I was very like, I wouldn't say jealous. No, I was very jealous.
Yeah.
But now I think like the more girls that I've been around with and I wouldn't say just getting with, because I'm just getting.
That you had some sort of
It's like
thing.
there's like a difference. Yeah, it's like a
relationship.
difference between getting laid and like, you know,
Like a one
having
night
like a
stand.
thing. Yeah.
For sure.
Like the more I experience I become with like women, I would say, the less I feel like that. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like
the
you
less
get
you
to
feel.
read them better, and for me is if I have a relationship with like a girl,
Comes with
right.
experience and age
yeah,
too.
yeah. But like for example, like before, I would, let's see, like I would go to like the club with a girl that I was going out with,
Right.
and a guy starts talking to her, I would get super jealous, but like I would get pissed at the girl too.
Mm.
But now, like it's different. Like if I see a guy talking to her, I'm like, it's not her fault. The guy's talking to her. Now, if she's talking to him and like flirted with him, that's a different story.
Oh, of course.
You know what
yeah.
I mean? But if she's like, oh yeah, I'm with somebody.
Listen, if you bag a dime piece, like you need to
Oh, it's
expect.
bound. Yeah,
it's
it's
bound
bound
to
to
happen. You
happen.
take her
Yeah.
to the mall. You
Yeah.
go out to dinner. You know,
Yeah.
whatever. You're going to the bar with her. Like other dudes are gonna be scoping that out. Like you know, it's bound exactly.
Especially guys who like are very confident and just go up to like
Oh,
dime
just
pieces
anyone.
out
Yeah,
there. You know
yeah.
what I mean? So yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like if you,
That's another thing. A key confidence.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
It's a big thing.
It is. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I don't go, like, when I go out, I don't go out to girls. It's never done it. I've never had like, if I could start a conversation with a girl,
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
easily. But I've never had the urge or desire, like, if I'm in a club and I'm like, I find that very annoying and, like, disrespectful. Like if I was a girl, I don't want a guy coming up to me and like be like, yo, hey, how you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some
well,
dudes
yeah,
are
you
like
don't want some
that.
drunken slob.
Yeah. So like I've never.
Yeah, but
like-
what if she's eyeing you down?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
it makes sense.
yeah,
Gotcha.
Absolutely. Like
Yeah.
if there's like cues.
Like some tension.
Yeah, if there's
between-
like
yeah.
cues of like she's like staring me down, I'm looking at her and like we're
You're vibing across the room.
you just know. Then yeah, like
Makes sense.
I go out
Yeah.
to her and talk to her, but
But if you just see like a lady across the bar and she's not looking at you, there's no connection yet. You're not gonna
yeah,
walk.
I don't do that. Like some guys do. They just go. They spot a hot girl and they're like, boom, right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I first like to like feel like
Honestly, get the eye contact.
That's what I
first.
mean. Get the eye contact and then like
'Cause then you'll know.
feel things out. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Now, if you don't pull the trigger at that point, like you lose.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
think
lost
you lose.
right then and there.
Yeah, because then the girl loses interest. Like, it's not that they don't lose interest. I feel like they're like, oh, he's not interested in me. If you guys are kind of thinking the same way, you know
It's
what I mean?
that, or she's gonna get the vibe that you're contemplating, or not contemplating, but working up the courage to talk. And girls just want that instant.
Yeah.
Like they just want you to be over there. Like quit like trying to hype yourself up and go tell your boys, oh, hype me up. I'll go talk to her. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to do it. I don't want to,
Yeah.
It's like that.
The older I've gotten, the easier it has been to start conversations, like with people in general, like not just women.
Yeah, just more outgoing.
Yeah. Yeah. So I remember when I was like 19, I was getting girls a different way. I wasn't like talking. I wasn't like going up to them, like necessarily.
Right.
It was just a different game back then. I don't know.
It was just weird. It's
a different
weird.
animal, bro. Just a different animal.
Fucking animal, bro.
Just a different animal.
Different beast.
You've seen that with the Kanye
Yeah.
and Kobe? Are you the same beast, but a different animal? What the fuck, Kobe?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just weird, like when you're younger. Just because both sides are just inexperienced in that sense, even socially with like now how everybody is, everything's so weird and different. Like having a normal conversation with somebody now is like, it can still be done, but I mean, it's very like weird. You don't know if you're, stepping on toes anymore with what you say and that sort of, that respect.
Yeah, I think kids are getting so, we spoke about this last time. So
Yeah,
we're not
sensitive.
gonna fucking talk about it. We're not gonna fucking talk about this shit. Yeah, but
makes sense though. But it does contribute to what we were previously speaking of.
Yeah,
for sure.
So you never had a bad Tinder date? That's surprising.
Nah, I mean, just awkward ones. I mean, just ones that are kind of just like, but like, I just try to relieve the tension as much as possible. That's just that's my goal. Like when I sense the awkwardness and tension, I try to do my best to relieve it. Just because. So this is a funny story. So I matched this girl on like I think Hinge, and she lives pretty far from here. I'm not gonna name places or. So from our location, she's a distance. She's like about 45 minutes. Oh, okay. So I'm not gonna, cause I think she follows me on Instagram, so I'm not gonna expose her. Sure. But it's a funny story. So she lives like I would say like almost an hour, like 45 minutes to an hour. Roughly. Gotcha. So like we met on Hinge, and I, started talking, blah blah blah. She's like, "Oh, let's hang out." I was like, "Okay, sure." So she wanted to hang out the next day, like right away. I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "That's quick. That's pretty quick." Man. So I was like, fuck it, why not? You're a priority, yeah, bro. I'm like, fuck it, why not? So I drove all the way to where she was, right? But she had the same address but different town. So when I went there, this was probably like my first matched like online date in like 3 years. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. So like I was still like, you know when you get like a little apprehensive before you meet the person, you get a little nervous and stuff like that. Yeah, so for sure. I was driving there, so then I get to the town and I'm like, I'm here, I'm in front of your house. She's like, I can't see you, I don't know where you are. I'm like, so like the whole it just started like feeling really sketchy. Like from that point on, I was like, cause where she lived, it's a kind of bad area, right? Okay. So like the whole fucking movie started playing in my head. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna fucking wake up in a fucking ice tub with my organs missing and shit like that. You start playing the whole movie. Yeah, so right? Then I texted my friend. I'm like, listen, if I'm not home, I'm like, this is the code word if something's going on. I don't know what the fuck it was. I think it was like woof woof or some shit like that. Woof. I'm like, if something happens and it's like, if I say woof woof, I send you a text message, and I send her my location, so she was tracking me. Like, call 911, send them to like my location, and then like what's going down. Yeah. So I get to where she was, and I was like, yeah, I'm here. She's like, oh, I can't find you. I don't know where you are. So then I was like, fuck. So then she sends me the right address. There's another like 20 minutes away. Whoa. And I'm like, yo, that's deep. Dude, I'm like, bruh. I'm like, what the hell? Is it worth it? Was she hot?
She was pretty. She was a smoke. She was pretty hot.
Oh, so
So
drive
well,
the
but,
fucking
like,
20 minutes.
well, but then you start thinking like, dude, she's not here. Like you start playing the whole movie in your head. You know what I mean?
Like
So,
all the possible
all the
worst
possible things that could happen. So the town that I went, the first town that I went, wasn't that bad. The second town where she was at, bro, it was like scary stuff.
Drinking out of
Like people
brown
standing in the
bags.
corners and stuff like that. So then I pull
Hooks
into
up.
this. I pull into like the little road or whatever that she was living in, and there was like mad dudes in one corner, and they're like mad dudes in the corner behind me, and I was like, dude, this is how I die. They're gonna like come to my car. They're gonna steal. So I was texting her real quick. I was like, where are you? I can't find you. She's like, I can't find you either. Blah blah blah. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm about to die right now. So then finally, like, I find her, and I'm like, so she gets in the car. When she gets in the car, I could just feel it. She's like very awkward
Yeah.
and like very like tense, and I'm like,
That's how it's gonna be.
probably in her head it was like, oh, these random guys picking me up. Like she was
Where
probably
the
going through
fuck
like the
am I
same movie
going?
as
Yeah,
me. You
for
know what I
sure.
mean? So we were both like, what the fuck? Like, what are you trying to do? So then she was like, oh,
hi.
yeah. So I was like, yeah, how are you? Blah blah blah. Blah. And she's like, oh yeah, let's go like around the corner. And I'm like, okay, because I didn't know that part of town. So I had no idea like what the restaurants were. I had like no idea like
did
where
you
to
guys
go.
have like a planned thing?
Yeah. So
Oh,
like
a
we were
planned
thinking
event?
we were going to like a restaurant and shit like that or whatever.
Oh, so you guys.
So
would
then
go
she
out
was
with it.
like, yeah, just go like around the corner, blah blah blah, and she was like, yeah, just go around the corner like this way, that way, and I'm like, where are we going? She's like, just go around the corner, and I
Or
was
she
like,
wouldn't tell you? She
yeah.
just
So
said
I
just
was like,
Yo, I'm
and then
fucked.
automatically I was like, listen,
Woof,
listen,
woof.
like, I was like, listen, like, no offense, but your neighborhood's fucking sketchy. Like, I want to get out of here. Like, right away.
Wow.
Like, I had to say, I was so scared. And she's like, okay. She's like, cause she's from a part of Europe, so she's like a student here.
Oh,
So she didn't know like
exchange.
she didn't know any like towns or anything like that. She was pretty new. She came like February sometime,
Oh,
and this was like around June. So and then like the whole Corona thing hit, so she wasn't going out anywhere. So, long story short, like we drove like 25 minutes
just to get out of the
just
shit.
to get out of the fucking town. So it was pretty scary. The night went well though, so
That's fair.
fucking mint.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what usually happens. Both sides, they're both scared. It's a brand new person like that. You know, you just met them online. It's not easy.
Yeah, so many crazy people out there.
Yeah.
You know, crazy people out there.
You don't want to be the one where
The statistic.
your organs are all out.
Yeah,
Like
dude,
you
that's
were
what I
saying,
thought.
you
I
know.
was like, the whole movie was playing in
Wake
my
up
head.
with a ball
You know what the
gag
funny thing
upside
is?
down.
When I was driving down the highway, right? There's like, you know, like on the signs on the highway, the big signs in the
Yeah, the
highway.
green ones,
Yeah,
yeah.
No, the light up ones, the LED ones.
Oh, yeah.
With like all the like announcements or whatever.
Yeah.
One of the announcements, I kept seeing the same announcement. It said missing adult driving or like whatever, driving a black Mustang. And like my car is a Mustang. So like I kept thinking like guys trying to send me some fucking signs over here. I must have passed the same sign. I would say the same sign, but like the same announcement.
Yeah.
Like 5 times before I got to her place. So like I was like,
Yeah, that's pretty
maybe
sketchy.
this is like destiny trying to tell me something. Like I shouldn't
Yeah.
go there.
But you're just psyching yourself out too, you know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I was playing
Yeah.
the whole movie in my head. So it
Fuck,
was-
man.
Dude. But the night pretty. Fucking man.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Shit.
It's a good night.
It's always good when it's a good night.
Yeah, it really
Yeah.
is. You know what I haven't done in a while?
What's that?
I haven't smoked in a while.
Honestly, me too. Like realistically, I haven't.
I don't think I want to smoke again, but maybe I don't know. Maybe once I get older.
You think? Yeah. When you're just settling down a little bit more, you know,
yeah,
not a lot of stress. You know, you just
Yeah.
want to take it easy.
yeah. Maybe like my.
Did you like
50s.
smoking?
Yes and no. Like I had a phase where I did
Well,
smoke.
you did do it every day, or not every day,
No,
but
no,
occasionally,
no, like
regularly, daily.
maybe like once a week.
Once a week? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's not bad.
Yeah, but nothing like nothing
stoner.
crazy. Yeah,
Stoner-ish, yeah.
no. I never like had the desire. I don't think I have like an addictive. I mean, I don't think it's weed gets you're addicted to weed, but like people become like psychologically addicted to it, not like
Oh, for sure.
physically.
I know some people that they smoke, and then when they don't smoke, when they're sober, like they don't feel like themselves.
Yeah,
like it's like that.
Yeah, they have to
just
be
'cause-
high all the time.
Yeah,
that's
and
such
that's-
a bad way to live.
Yeah, they have to be high to function. Not that they can't function when they're sober, but it's like just
their
not the
body
same
needs it,
person.
Yeah,
And then you as a friend, like you get used to them just being high. So
High,
when they're sober, it's like, whoa,
Yeah, like, what's
whoa,
wrong with
who
you?
the fuck are you?
yeah. It's the same thing with alcoholism. You know what I mean? Like people who like become very dependent
Dependent.
on alcohol. They just need to be drunk all the time, which kind of sucks.
It does.
It's worse with alcohol and like heavy drugs like heroin and shit like that because you
Oh,
actually
yeah.
like when you go through withdrawals,
It's like a physical.
it's a
like,
physical thing. Like you
Yeah.
get seizures and shit like that. Like your body needs it. But with weed, it's like you just become like psychologically.
Isn't that with a lot like most things? I'd say just it doesn't even have to be drug related. It could be like if you're intaking like such a high dosage of like cookies or something when you stop.
Well, yeah, like even sugar. Like
Yeah,
even
yeah.
sugar, you could become addicted to sugar.
Same with coffee too.
Yeah, you become like coffee and stuff like that. Like your body, like there's like a levels of like peak of dopamine and drops of dopamine, and then that's when you stop, your dopamine drops.
Yeah, that's why a lot of
Yeah.
people that are like heavy drinkers,
Yeah,
there's like or not. I don't know if it's an enzyme or something, but whenever they drink like a large sum, it goes into like the synapse of the brain or whatever, right where the neural synapse is or whatever,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it blocks the oncoming response. And then
oh really?
when they stop drinking, there's none of that enzyme there to actually block the response. So then their brain is like ticking off 1,000 times, and
well,
they
yeah,
start
it's
to
like with
seize.
people with like what's it called, cigarettes.
Yeah,
You could just
same thing.
tell when they haven't smoked in a while.
They're
They're
very
like jittery
anxious.
and like like jumpy. It's
Yeah.
crazy, but yeah, I'm glad I never got like psychologically. The only reason why I stopped smoking was I had like this really bad high one time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I was with. So I lived in Pennsylvania, and I lived with a bunch. I mean, I didn't live with a bunch of hippies, but like I was friends with a bunch of hippies, like fucking woods, middle of nowhere,
and sticks.
in the sticks. Yeah. So like I was trying to fit in and stuff like that, and these kids like smoked a ton of weed. So my friends here in New York, I left to Pennsylvania when I was in 10th grade, and nobody really smoked back then. In 10th
Yeah, it
grade.
wasn't a big thing.
It was like 11th grade. That's when all my friends here started smoking. So they like, when I came back, it was like one time I came back, and they're like, "Yeah, do you smoke?" And I was like, "Do I smoke?" I was bullshitting, but like I would smoke a little bit with like my friends over there, but I wasn't like a heavy ass smoker.
Yeah, you wouldn't like go
Yeah,
hard.
like my friends in PA,
The
they're
occasional,
heavy yeah,
you know,
yeah.
blunt,
Like
yeah.
I was like, dude, do I? But like I was trying to be like, yeah, I'm cool. It's like, do I smoke?
You're
Like,
hyping
is that a
up.
question, bro?
Yeah. Let me ask you:
Like,
is the sky blue?
bro, does a bear shit in the woods? So I was like, yeah, bro, I smoke so much, blah, blah, blah. Like I hang out with hippies, like I smoke so much. They just smoke all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
So then I went to my buddy's house, and they had like this big bong, right? And it was my first time like hitting a bong ever. My first time.
Bro, no
First
wonder
time.
you had
Yeah.
yourself a bad
Dude,
one.
So I remember like they were passing the bong around, and
Probably packed that shit inexperienced.
well,
What I mean
they
by that is
they were
heavy.
pulling hard. Like they were like,
And you were trying to keep up.
I was
weren't
trying to
you?
keep up. So like, so I remember
shit.
we were passing. No, but this one happened. I remember we were passing like the bong around, right? And I didn't know how to fucking do. I had no idea what to do. So they're like, "Oh, you gotta do this, blah blah, make the cloud, and then you just gotta go really hard." And I was like, "Okay." So then like we kept passing it, and about like the third or fourth hit, right? Maybe the third. Blacked out,
You greened.
dude. Like blacked. Like I had no like. Don't remember what happened. Like it was just nothing. I remember I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna take a little break." I handed the bong to my friend, and all I remember was walking up to like my friend's bed. My friend was like baked in the bed, like baked out of his mind.
Baked in the bed.
Yeah, baked in the bed. And he's like, "Come here, buddy." From that, don't remember anything. Like I just
Whoa.
like a break in my like psych.
He was
whatever.
baked in the bed. What, like laying down?
Yeah.
And he said, "Come here, buddy," and you don't
Well,
remember anything
no,
after
yeah,
that.
chill. No. So then I'm like, yeah, like I laid down, right?
Yeah.
No, actually, I don't even remember laying down. All I remember was waking up. I woke up, and like the first thought that came to my head was that I died. Like I thought that I died, and I came back to life, and I was like,
You were just really fucking high, man.
dude. And I was like, then I started panicking. Like I just panicked hard. I was like,
When you were sober?
no. I was still.
Oh, you were still fucked up.
So high.
When you woke up?
When I woke up.
Oh.
Yeah. This was like, it must have been like 2 minutes. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you just... Oh, okay,
Yeah. It wasn't like a long time. It must have been like 2 minutes.
You probably closed your eyes and
that's,
woke up
that's
and
what it
was
was.
like,
I
whoa.
closed my eyes, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, so then when I woke up, like, dude, I thought my life was a dream. I thought I was like experiencing a dream in like real life.
Oh,
So,
like, yeah,
like there was
whatever.
like there's like a huge change in my perception. Like I remember waking up and I thought I was in the dream, right? But then I was like, no, this is real life. And then I couldn't recognize my friends. Like I just couldn't even recognize their faces.
Are you sure you weren't smoking anything, like,
Well, I think it was
out
laced.
of the ordinary?
Well, I think it was laced with something, but
Yeah.
maybe it was like the first time ever like that I smoked out of a bong.
I mean, smoking out of a bong, like, if you don't do it normally, or if you're not, like, a normal smoker and then, like, you're brand new to it, and you take, like, big bong rips, like, I remember I used to green, like, every fucking time I would take a huge bong rip just because I, didn't smoke a lot.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. So,
Yeah.
but like I woke up and I started panicking.
Shit was laced.
Dude, my heart was racing. Like I don't know if it was just like me being paranoid, but
Could have been speed or PCP
dude,
or something.
I
like
had no. But like it felt like it's so hard to explain what it felt like. It felt like I went into a dream state. Like I was living a dream, but I was still in reality. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just reality didn't seem real, but it was reality.
But it was like
That's part of your brain was like, "Yo, this is real," and the other part was like, "Yo,
but,
this isn't
like,
real."
I guess the other side of my brain was like dreaming. So then I couldn't recognize my face, and I was my friends, and I was like, dude, I'm like, what the? I full
You
on
were
panic,
bugging out.
full on panic. I'm like, dude, what? And then like my limbs went numb, like everything went numb, and I was like, dude, like I gotta go home. I need to go home. I need to go home.
'Cause
Like
you're breathing too much.
I was like
Anxiety.
hyperventilating. So then my friends were like, dude, you can't go home. Like your mom sees you, she's gonna bug out. You're gonna bug.
You're staying here with us.
Yeah, so then, yeah. So they were like fine. They're like, I guess.
Well, yeah, they're
Yeah,
chilling.
they're like they probably smoked so many times before that, and they're like, dude, let's just walk around like the neighborhood, blah blah blah. And I was like, bugging. I was bugging so freaking hard. And I remember walking down the neighborhood and like I couldn't recognize anything. Like the neighborhood that I walked around a bunch of times.
That must have been a cool experience, though. On
no,
the low,
it was
on the
bad.
low.
After that, like,
On the low.
dude, it was horrible. So then, you know how like you feel like sometimes time slows down when you're like really high.
Yeah.
Dude, a minute felt like years. I was like I would look at the clock and it would be like 7:44. Then I would like get caught on whatever, and then I looked at the clock again at 7:44. I was like, dude,
yeah.
it's been like half an hour.
I've been in that situation before, bro. It's crazy. Or like, I'll think it's been like an hour, and honestly, the clock has only moved by 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
yo.
No
And
way.
then I find myself staring at the clock for like
Yeah,
2
it
hours.
was crazy. It was the worst
Yeah,
high ever. It was,
you may have smoked
dude, I
something
think it was
a little
laced
extra.
the weed itself was called train wreck. So then I looked it up like I guess a couple weeks later, and like
Probably fucks you up.
so basically, the people that like had reviews on Trainwreck, they're like, do not smoke this weed unless you smoked like a ton before, like unless you really know where you like.
Yeah,
you know
unless
what I
you
mean?
have the experience.
Yeah. Unless you really know like how to get through like the high and stuff like that. Like, don't smoke this. Like
Yeah.
a big sign. And like the
Do
people,
not
Yeah.
smoke.
it's called train
Unless-
wreck because it hits you like extremely fast. Like
Oh, did it?
really
Well,
fast.
Oh, yeah, you smoked out of a bong too.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
within
yeah.
5 minutes, you're probably fucked.
Yeah. So they're like, this weed is dangerous because it hits you really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're 1 second you're good, the next second you're just gone.
That's how edibles are, bro.
No way. And ever since then, I must have smoked like maybe like once or twice after that, and then that's it.
Really?
Yeah.
So what? You've only smoked how many times in your life you smoked? You said you smoked for the occasional, like once a week, once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, maybe like I would say like 15 times.
Oh, yeah. Back in my days, I used to smoke a lot.
Yeah. No,
But I haven't
like
smoked in.
I don't really like
3
psychedelics.
years. I mean, weed's not really that way.
Pretty psychedelic. It's a psychotropic drug.
Yeah, it's classified that way, but I mean, in my experience, I was never. It's nothing as crazy as like, from what people say about like shrooms and LSD.
I mean,
like,
yeah. That's a whole new ball
yeah,
game.
yeah. I mean, I guess it could be. Sure. I mean,
it has, it does mess with your like brain.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if
perception or whatever.
I don't know if you've experienced the same thing when you're high, if you can remember, but whenever I would look at an object, like specifically a person.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, obviously everybody knows this, but when you look at an object, everything around it is blurry, but then there's like only a portion of it that's very clear.
Yeah.
Or like only a portion.
Yeah.
See, for whatever reason, when I get high, like I'll just look at a person or an object, and then the entire object as a whole would be super clear.
Oh, really?
And everything around it would be blurry as fuck.
That's lit. That would be
and it's
lit.
like, whoa, like
Yeah.
I could see, I feel like I'm looking in 4K, and then I'm like,
yeah.
this shit's fucked up, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I find myself
Yeah, I've never.
like that.
Yeah, all my highs have been pretty. What's that? Never really had
Different
like
or consistent?
No, consistent. Like, I've never had like a really nice high. Like, I've never had like, I'd rather get like
Like the
drink.
mellow,
I'd rather
like,
drink.
relax.
Yeah, no, I've
Yeah.
never.
I'd rather
You know what I
drink,
tried?
too.
You know what I tried? So, I say like 4 years ago, so they don't have. It's illegal now, but it's this thing called kratom. You ever heard of kratom?
I have heard of kratom.
So basically, like, there's this thing, they're like hookah bars. They sell like kava. There's like this root called kava. You could buy it in anywhere. You could buy it in like the vitamin shop.
Gotcha.
And so basically, this kava thing, it's legal. Kava is legal. Kratom is not. Kava, it helps with like stress and anxiety and like it gets like
Gotcha.
depression and stuff like that. But they would sell like kava tea at these places, and then they will say kratom. Kratom was like, kava was like a depressant. Kratom was like a stimulant. And I remember the first time I went with my buddy, we went to this hookah place, and we get there, and the guy was like, "Have you ever tried kratom?" And like, I'm always pretty antsy with what I try. I don't like to try a lot of things. Even like taking meds, I'm not like the type of person that just takes meds.
You like to do your research.
Yeah. I'm very like cautious what I put in my body.
Sure.
But that, I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll have. So he made the tea. It was like a tea. So you squeeze. It's like a tea bag, and then like you squeeze it. Blah 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 blah. He's like, drink this. He's like, have you been stressed out lately? I'm like, yeah. I mean, I think I was still in school back then.
So you're like working up late.
Yeah, I was working. And he was like, drink this. It will make you feel like so good. So I drank like half a cup, and I didn't really feel anything. He's like, no, you got to drink the whole thing. I drank the other cup, and I didn't. It wasn't like a high. It was like
a feeling,
like euphoria. It was like I just felt happy. I was like, what is this? I was like,
oh really,
dude? I was like, yo, what is this? Like this.
How come it's illegal now?
Because it's considered an opioid.
Opioid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like it has addictive.
Oh, it does.
Whatever. It's got addictive stuff in it. But the thing is, there's so many people out there who were trying to
intensify it.
No. Like, people out there. So the reason why they made it illegal was because there's like 5 known cases of people that have died from it.
Oh really?
5.
That's it? Only 5?
5. Like, then they're like, oh yeah, it's got opioids and stuff, so it's addictive, blah blah blah. But there's a lot of people out there who are saying that kratom has helped them get out of like heroin addiction.
So there's a lot of those benefits.
Like crack addiction, like depression, anxiety.
That's what they say about DMT.
Well, but DMT is like hardcore.
Oh yeah, well DMT is a different ballgame altogether. But I mean, just
Yeah, but this thing could get you
Same
high
category.
if you consume enough of it. But if you consume like a small dose,
Yeah.
it just makes you feel very euphoric and like very relaxed. I
Kind
would
of like
say
CBD in a way.
kind of, but it's more stimulant. It's more like you just feel happy. It's like
Gotcha.
you're taking like a happy pill.
Fair enough.
Everything's just nice. Everything feels good. Like drinking water.
No
like,
negativity.
no, like,
Drinking water.
yeah.
Yo, this shit's
yeah,
awesome.
no, yeah, it's like that. It's like,
Yeah.
and I had a little bit, and then he was like, "You could buy some because it's gonna be illegal soon." At that time, it wasn't legal.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was like, I don't know, like, I did my research and I was like, it could be addictive. So I was like, nah,
Yeah,
I don't
you
want
don't
to mess
wanna-
with it. You know what I mean?
The one-time
um,
experience was good enough.
Yeah, it was good.
for
It was
sure.
good enough for me. And then, but I did try kava. They sell kava everywhere. It helps a lot with like stress and anxiety and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Does that hit you the same way or not?
No, kava's legal. It's basically like a root.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of roots out
Do
there.
you smoke it or is it what?
No,
how do you
drink
ingest
it as a tea.
Oh,
You
as a
could
tea.
Consume it as a tea. I don't know if you could smoke kratom, but they say you shouldn't smoke kratom.
Probably just because it would hit you.
Yeah, harder, like
ridiculously.
weed. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
kind of like that.
I mean, you can eat weed as in like an edible, and that shit's
Yeah.
retarded.
Yeah, I've never had an edible.
Really?
Yeah, I've never.
Dude, that shit hits you like a truck, bro.
Oh, really?
So it's like weird. It's like, think of it like, it's kind of like, I don't know, the way I see it is like a very light to steep wave, because you ingest it, and then you, like, after like 30, 40 minutes goes by, you're kind of like the memes where they go, oh, these edibles ain't shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so true. Because
Yeah.
you're sitting there, you're like, bro, I'm really not feeling anything, and then 5 minutes goes by, and it's kind of like this, kind of like a wave. So it goes up like this, and you're like, oh, now I'm kind of feeling it, and then
Yeah.
boom,
Boom,
just
it's-
90 degrees.
It's probably
straight
like
up.
when your body starts breaking it down, you don't feel it, and then
Yeah.
once it starts breaking it
Once it
down
hits
to
your
like
brain.
it's like molecular like whatever, molecular like size or whatever.
Oh yeah.
That's when like it hits you. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, it comes in
no,
like a
I
bat.
don't think I'd ever try edibles.
It's honestly,
I don't think I would ever smoke. I mean, last time, like I said, last time I smoked was probably like 6 years ago.
this is what I would see. If you wanted to smoke again, I would say smoke like a blunt.
Yeah.
Because you can control the
Yeah,
blunt. You can't
yeah.
control an edible. If you pack that bong up, you're not going to be able to control a bong.
Yeah.
If you smoke a blunt, you take 1-2 rips, and then
Yeah.
you're fine.
Yeah, and then you
if
see how you feel and stuff
yeah,
like
and
that.
if you want more, go for more.
Yeah.
If you don't, then you don't.
Yeah.
That's why blunts are honestly
Yeah.
go to
It's-
for starters.
Yeah, I don't know. I also like I really don't have a desire. It's not like
Yeah, there's no drive.
there's
yeah.
no drive. There's no like I wanna get high.
But that's good. That's good. I mean,
Yeah.
but maybe when you're
I
older,
mean, drinking a different story. Like I mean, that's another dangerous path. But like
dude, there's such a difference between like drinking parties and then smoking parties. I don't know if
yeah,
you've experienced
never.
the two.
I mean, last time I was in a smoking party, like I said, I had fucking a horrible high. It was
Yeah, but-
fucking gone.
Well, I'm just saying, as in like, because I don't really smoke a lot, or I haven't in the past 3 years. But like I'll go, because I got a lot of friends that
Yeah,
smoke.
yeah, yeah.
So I'll go and hang out with them. It's like a party, and everybody just smokes, and it's all dead. Everybody's chilling, listening
Yeah,
to
yeah,
music,
yeah,
whatever. Then I go to a party where, people are drinking loud music, people are
Yeah,
hyped up.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it is personal preference, but I mean,
yeah. But the funny thing is both are depressants. Like both
yeah.
depress the central nervous system, like alcohol and weed. I mean, there's weed that is a stimulant, right? There's like the sativa and the
It's
other.
a narcotic.
I mean,
It's- yeah.
that's yeah. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, there's like the two different strains, like the sativa and like something else. Like one is supposed to be like
Indica.
a downer, the indica, and then one's
Yeah,
supposed
the
to be like a
sativa and
stimulant, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like my friends in PA, that's
That's
but
what
then when
they
they
would do.
smoke, they're just chill, like turn on like a good music on and. Just,
I couldn't
like,
do
relax.
that every day. Like once every
No,
now and
yeah.
then,
Like-
I guess, yeah. But like,
But there's
I don't know.
people out there that like you said, they need it. They just need
They're
to be
dependent,
high.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, hey, the occasional joint or whatever every now and then. That's
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
To
yeah.
me,
Yeah,
that's not bad.
yeah,
But at the same time, some people don't depend on it and they just like smoking.
yeah. Some people that just like it's kind of like when you're drinking a cocktail
Yeah.
after a stressful day. It just kind of takes the edge off.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that I have a beer every day. You're not an
Nah,
alcoholic.
nah.
You just have the occasional beer.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Like for example, like with me, if I have a really stressful day, I think everybody. I mean, most people, not everybody.
Relax,
They
have a
like to.
drink.
They like to, have a drink at the end of the night. It just mellows you out.
Watch a movie, watch a TV
Yeah.
show, have a drink. Of course, yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
It's when you take it obviously to the next level. Where you're drinking fucking.
Oh yeah, when you're waking up in the morning and
you
putting
straight-
Baileys in your coffee and shit
yeah,
like
yeah, no way. I
Yeah.
could. My stomach is too sensitive for that shit.
yeah.
Too sensitive. I remember I used to be able to do that, like wake up early and like drink.
I've done it like when I
I can't.
like for events, like college events, like I don't know if you
Yeah,
ever
yeah,
like
yeah.
SantaCon, like if you
Yeah.
go for SantaCon, people wake up like 9 a.m. and start drinking, but it's
Yeah.
like a 1 day thing.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like it's
yeah,
fun.
I don't understand those college kids how they could do it like 3 days in a row, like benders
Yeah.
or whatever.
Oh, yo, my friend,
No
he's
chance.
part of a frat. It's crazy.
I don't get it.
During
I
rush
wouldn't.
week, it's horrible. Bro, during rush week, they're trying to recruit new people to their frat,
Yeah.
so they post a lot of parties,
Yeah.
and it's like every night. It's
Yeah.
like 5 days out of the night they're out.
That's
Like,
bad.
how do you do that to yourself? Like,
Yeah.
are you not like?
I mean, when I was in my prime, when I was in England, I would go out like Friday, Saturday, and like Sunday. But
you
it
have
would be
5
like
days rest?
it would be like Friday night into Saturday. Saturday I would sleep in the whole day, recoup,
and then go
then
back
go
out.
back
Yeah.
out on Saturday night. Then Sunday night we'll go out to like have dinner and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like Friday night, Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon start drinking again until like freaking Sunday morning. No way, I couldn't.
That's crazy. I mean, I would do it once,
Yeah.
and then just have the experience, and then that would be it.
Yeah. Well, it's like when I went to Tampa a few years back.
Yeah,
and
you
it's
probably went hard in
crazy.
Tampa.
No, but it's like I couldn't keep up. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like waking up, then you drink, and then you're just drinking the whole day, and then when you go to bed, you're drunk, and you wake up the next day, you're kind of still drunk, and you just keep drinking. Like, bruh,
You're just adding to the load, man.
your liver is like screaming.
Yeah, bro, your body, bro.
Your liver's
It's
like,
what the fuck?
I need help. I wasn't made for this.
We need reinforcements.
Yeah.
Back up.
Nice podcast, bro.
It's a fucking nice footy.
You got any closing statements for the
Closing
people?
statements. Oh man, well, go hard every day of the week.
What day is it? Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Oh man, hump day.
Hump day.
Hump
Oh, it's hump day,
day.
bro. Get on that Tinder grind, boys. It's fucking hump day.
It's hump day.
Start swiping, start matching, start humping.
Don't just hump random people though. You'll get
Yeah.
arrested real quick.
Got, sign the paperwork, all
Any-
right? Get the consent forms.
So that's your message for the people
That's
out
my
there.
message.
Go hard every day of the week.
Go hard every day of the
I
week.
Go hard every
Don't listen to
day.
anything that we said about in this podcast. Just go. Just shoot for it. Full send. Full send.
Just send it. Oh, it's
Fucking
oh my
send it.
god. Oh my god. I know we did closing statements, but I remember one time I went out with my friend. We didn't go out. We went to like a weekend trip snowboarding, and I don't know if I told you this story. This kid got so wasted. Like we all did. We rented like an Airbnb.
But he was like more than the rest.
No, everybody was equally.
Oh, okay. fair
And all
enough,
I
fair
remember this kid saying is, it's my friend from the last podcast. That's him.
No.
The kid, yeah, from the last podcast. Shout out Cadence. He goes,
Added
I'm
him,
walking
bro.
down the stairs, right?
Yeah.
And like it's a tiny stairs, like small. And I go like I get to the bottom, right? And all I
Yeah.
hear is like, "Yo, Roger, are you feeling silly?" And I'm like, what? And then I just hear, just smashes his head against like a vase and like breaks it. So the kid did like a front flip
But
into
down
the stairs and down
Oh,
the stairs.
man.
Like I wish I recorded that. That would have gone viral so fast. But anyway,
Shit.
those
You
are my
feeling
closing-
silly?
Yeah, are you feeling silly? That should be, dude. That's gonna be my motto. Yep.
Yo. Put that
Right
on
here.
the wall,
Right here.
bro.
You feeling silly?
Should
Silly
have a
mode.
model.
Silly mode.
Silly mode.
Silly mode.
Silly mode with the Dudes Tavern.
It's already patent, so don't try to steal it, motherfuckers.
Yo, hashtag silly mode. Send us your
Hashtag silly mode.
silliest videos Oh.
New segment.
New segment. That's it.
Yeah. Hashtag silly mode. If you want to send me your videos of silly moments, send them to the Dudes Tavern Instagram, and make sure to follow and subscribe.
Hit that like button for more episodes.
Follow the Dudes Tavern at the Dudes Tavern.
Hit the bell.
Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, Twitter,
Tinder,
Bumble,
Dudes Tavern Tinder.
the Dudes Tavern Tinder.
Oh,
New business idea over here. It's been fun. It's been real. It hasn't been real fun. No, it has. But
it's been a blast.
Yep.
It's been a blast.
Like and subscribe at the Dudes Tavern. Just everywhere you go. You can type it on Google. The Dudes Tavern. It'll pop up.
Oh yeah.
My
Hashtag
YouTube.
silly mode.
Hashtag silly mode. Send me those videos. If anybody wants to. I mean, I know we got like 3 views. I got 1 subscriber though. Shout out to whoever you are. I can't look at it. I don't know why I can't look at it. But is it you?
Might be.
Oh. All right. Peace.